Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Marilyn, and if you're an OG subscriber, you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate you. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you all about my Invisalign journey. So I had a video up 2 years and 8 months ago when I got my Invisalign, so I'll leave that link down below so you can watch it and see my initial reaction with getting it, everything that happened, the cost and all that. But for this video, I'm going to be focusing more on my end result, and I'm just going to be smiling throughout this video so you guys can just be seeing all my teeth. But yeah, so I'm going to be focusing more on the end result on my Invisalign, telling you guys a little bit about the journey, what happened, the process, pros and cons. And I did get a few questions on Instagram because I made a post saying I was going to do this video, so people asked me a few questions. So in total, my Invisalign journey took 2 years and 8 months. That's how long it took me for me to get my to stop my treatment. And when I first started, or when I was doing consultation with a few orthodontists and stuff, the one I ended up going with, my orthodontist, told me that it was going to take me 2 years. So it did take longer than they told me it was going to. They told me it would take 2 years for the whole treatment, but it took me 2 years and 8 months, which was not like ideal, and I didn't like it because I'm just like, I thought I was going to be done with this based on the timeline I was given, but it ended up being extended. And that was mainly because they had, I think after my last set of trays, there was a set of trays I had at some point, and then they had to take it for what did they call it again, but basically I had to just get more set of trays to keep fixing my bite, because my bite wasn't 100% or as good as the dentist liked it. And mind you, they did tell me that if you're okay with where it's at, you could stop, but I'm just like, I mean, I might as well just do it if, like, I mean, it could be better and I didn't need to pay extra for that. So another pro, or another reason why I really liked my orthodontist and why I decided to go with them, is when I also was doing consultation, and initially they told me that I had access to lifetime retainers, because my issue with my teeth was I had a lot of spaces. I'm gonna insert pictures of my before. There was spaces everywhere in my mouth, so so I had a lot of spaces, a lot of gaps everywhere, and I didn't also know my bite was not great. But after they closed the gaps a long time ago, so my gaps closed quickly. But after that, they had to start working on my bite. That's why my process or my journey took way longer than it did. So they have to, the way your teeth should be closed or aligned should be something like that, where the top one is sitting a little bit on top the bottom one, so just like that. So they had to fix all my bites. And I know at some point during the treatment I was like, my bite is feeling weird, but with time, with the more trays you get, that would get corrected. It was done, and that's why it took a bit longer for me. And also, I don't know if it had to do with anything about, you know, life changes, different things happen. I got pregnant, I had a baby, so at some point me wearing the trays a lot was just too much for me. I still had to try to be consistent to keep wearing it, if not it's kept elongating my treatment. So I also had this app they give to us that I scan, depending on if your treatment is to change your trays every 7 days or every 10 days or every 5 days. Mine was 7 days at some point and 10 days at some point. So they give it to you, you scan it, and if they're okay with where your teeth is at that time, if they're okay with where your teeth at, and with that tray, they'll tell you, okay, you're good to go, move on to your next tray. So that's how I was communicating with them. It was just based on an app that would just check your scan that you scanned very early in the morning, and then approve it, and then you go to the next tray. If they're not satisfied with that, they'll tell you, remain on this tray, your teeth haven't moved yet to where they wanted to move with that tray, so keep wearing that. So I find, like, when I'm very diligent with wearing my Invisalign for at least 22 hours in a day, I wouldn't have any problem moving on to my next tray during the scan because my teeth is moving well. So pretty much you just have to be wearing it as instructed. If you don't wear it, your teeth's not going to move and you're just going to be halted and it's going to delay your process. So that's one thing I would definitely recommend, to try to wear it as much as you can. I understand it can get tiring, especially initially I was so good at it. Oh my gosh, I would wear my Invisalign every time. I would barely, like, once I eat, I take it out, I eat, I brush my teeth, I put it back on. Like, I was so good. And then 2 years, 8 months, I think at like 2 years plus, I just started getting so tired of it, I'm not gonna lie. And then I wasn't like, I would just like leave it somewhere. I would eat, I'll walk around like, oh right, I have to wear this, and then I'll go put it on. So that was not good on my part, but it was a long time, trust me. It was too long to just keep doing that. So okay, moving forward. So yeah, so I did like that my orthodontist gave me the option to have a lifetime access to a retainer, and I did find out after the treatment that I paid for it initially. That's why I had it. So even if you didn't pay for it, when your treatment is over, they asked you, oh, do you want the lifetime retainer policy? And what that is you have 1/9 time retainer every year that's given to you. So currently, if I lose the one that's given to me, I'll have to pay for another one until my 1 year is up. So when the 1 year mark is up, they give you another free set, and then you can just always have backup. So I have to be very careful to not lose the one I currently have. I had a lot of attachments, and when I went in, so they had to scrape off all the attachments and all the buttons, whatever you call it. So they took that all out and put in wires. So there's wires in my mouth, some metal wires. So because they also told me that my issue is genetic, where I had a lot of spaces and all that, my teeth is going to tend to move back. So the spaces are going to want to be created again. So if I want to keep my teeth closed, I'm going to have to have the wire retainers. So they put it on my first 4 bottom and the top teeth. So I have wires inside, there, and there. I'll see if I can insert a picture from Google or something. So I mean, there's pros to it because it's gonna help my teeth, prevent my teeth from moving as fast back to the way it was before. But there's the con because it makes flossing very hard. So I can floss the other parts of my teeth that don't have the wires easily just with the regular floss. But with this one, you have to either use the thread to thread in the floss and floss each individual one, and it's just so time consuming. But what I currently use is a water floss. I've got one from Amazon. I'll try to link it down below. It's really great. So I use a water floss to floss my entire mouth after I've also flossed the other side. So that just helps to get rid of the meat or food meat, because I eat a lot of meat, but that just helps to get rid of all the food that's in your mouth. So that's one thing that I do. In addition to the wires they put in my mouth, they also gave me this 9th time retainers, which is a retainer that I have to wear every night for the rest of my life, which is not that bad because it's not painful. It's literally just like something that's just in your mouth, and honestly I'm used to it because I was wearing these Invisalign trays for over 2 years. So this one's your more sturdy, like it's a very firm. The other Invisalign that you change regularly, it's like plastic, but this 9-time retainers are more sturdy, they're firm, and you just pop them in your mouth every night. It's recommended to wear it at nighttime, and that just helps to prevent your teeth from moving. During the day you don't have to wear anything. So me, every day during the day I'm just eating, popping snacks here and there, just living my best life because I don't have to worry about wearing Invisalign anymore every day. So that's one thing with the 9-time retainer. And the 9-time retainer is the one I said I would get for free every year when I go back to my dentist because it's covered in my policy. So I have to do that currently. So I have the wires plus the 9-time retainers that I have to wear to maintain my smile. That's another thing. And then they did tell me just the things that would happen if, for example, the wire in my mouth breaks or something happens to them. I'll have to pay extra to get them fixed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. They told me how to clean the 9-time retainers. You just have to, I got like this Invisalign. I can also leave that down below. So I got this, I don't know if you know what they're called. I guess they're called retainer cleaners. So I got this online. So I just put my retainers in a container, I drop it in, it cleans it. I just use a mouth brush to scrub it every day. So that's how I keep them cleaned. But yeah, that was pretty much the updates I feel like I remember. Now I'm gonna go look at the questions I got. So the first question I got was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful was it? Oh, so Invisalign was painful. I don't know if it's worse or less painful than braces, to be honest, because I didn't get braces, but Invisalign was painful. I feel like definitely watch my initial video, then you will get my real reaction on when I first had it. I know I was sounding very different and funny because it's like something different in your mouth, but for me, I always used to say that I have a high pain threshold. That stopped right after giving birth. I do not have any high pain threshold. Delivery humbled me, but that's story for another day. But I do say it was painful, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't even know how to quantify, because here's the thing with Invisalign, right? The very first night or day you change your tray, when you put it in, then it will be very painful. So on that point, I can say that maybe I would give it like an 8, 9 for pain. Maybe an 8 is fair. So it's, yeah, we'll give it an 8 for when you initially change it. But then when your teeth has moved in that particular tray, it's not painful at all. Like, you just let you, so if for example your treatments or one tray takes you 7 days before you change to the next one, maybe the first 2 days will be painful, and then after then it will be less painful. If you wear it diligently, it wouldn't be painful, but initially it will be that, like an 8, I would say. The other question I got is, did you ever say I'm not doing again, and how did you push through? Oh yes, like, I remember when I went in for my, because they keep doing follow-up appointments, maybe like every 6 weeks, 12 weeks, they just do regular checkup with you. And I remember when they told me that, oh, I'm going to need to get more trays, I was so mad. I was so mad. I think the lady doing helping me at that point could tell I was so disappointed. I'm like, but you guys said it was 2 years, why am I getting more trays? I was so mad. But at some point, a lot of points actually during my treatment, I was like, I'm not doing this again, like I'm just done with it. But not to the extent that I was done, like I'm not doing it again. I was just complaining. But I'm the kind of person that if I start something, I like to finish it through. I like to see it through. So I was like, no, I have to actually complete this. I need to get the end result that the dentist, the people there are looking for, the end result that I desire. Because if I had stopped at some point, my bites would be really off because it was halfway through the treatment. But I also remember so many times how my husband would tell me he doesn't even know how I am going through with this, that if it was him, he would have like stopped wearing his trays like a few months into getting it, because I was actually very diligent and good with it. Because it was a lot. Even at work, when I would go to work, I would have to brush my teeth at work during lunch, take all my brushing and take water. I had a whole process. Like, it was just not the easiest. So it was a lot, it was challenging, and there were so many times where I was like, oh, I can't wait to be done. I just kept saying, I can't wait for this to be done, I can't wait for this to be done. And I'm happy I pushed through. So even though it took so long, it was painful. There were so many life changes and things happening in my life that I was like, this Invisalign is just the least of my problem right now. Because when I initially got it, I was so hyped. I was like, oh yeah, I can do this, there's nothing going on. But there's so much that happened within those 2 years and 8 months, so 2 years and plus that I had Invisalign, that I was like, this is little priority. But I still tried to follow through with it. So I'm very happy with my smile. I have to say that my dentist, they did a really great job. Like, they did a really good job. If you're in Ottawa, Canada, and you want my plug, let me know. You can send me a DM on Instagram and I will definitely give you their details. But yeah, that was it for the questions I got. Then I don't know if I forgot anything. And also, when my treatment was done, they gave me a little care package, which was so thoughtful and nice. They gave me chocolate, they gave me chewing gum, things you can finally eat, because all those you don't get to enjoy them when you have your treatment on. So they gave me that. I think they also gave me a floss or something. So they just gave me a nice cute package, and that was amazing. And the people were very nice and friendly. I have to give it to them. The orthodontist himself, he is really knowledgeable and yeah, they were a great team to definitely get it done with. If there's any questions you want to know about the Invisalign, about getting Invisalign, anything that you're worried about, let me know down in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer your questions for you. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out the first video. I did give a lot of details and information in that video in terms of all the things I mentioned, like pricing, pain, initial reaction, everything. So yeah, check it out and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate it, you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next one.